Just a little bit. Hopefully we don't have the same issue we had last time. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do a quick run through of the Memento Mori. Um, it is of the Memento Mori deck. It's a 36 life affirming messages to seize the day and live each moment to its fullest. I guess it's like a reminder. So Memento Mori is a Latin phrase translating to remember that you must die. It's an ancient philosophical and artistic reflection on mortality used not to invoke fear, I'm sorry, but inspire clarity, urgency, and appreciation for the present. Now, let me give you just what's on Amazon about this deck, because that's where I got it from. So this is Contemplating Memento Mori, Latin for Remember You'll Die, helps us diminish our fear of death and encourages us to embrace life more fully in the here and now. Each message in the Memento Mori card deck guides us to love those around us more deeply, enjoy our work and daily activities more fully, see beauty in all things, and embrace fearlessness as we encounter the unknown. Okay, so let me just bring y'all in. I tried a different angle. It wasn't really working for me. So we're just gonna do this for now, and then we'll work on this later. Okay, so there is that. Now there is this. Memento Mori can communicate fragility of life, defiance of death, revelry of love, embrace of freedom, or the insignificance of vanity and materialism. Memento Mori is whatever you make it. What do you need to focus on in the here and now? So these sort of affirmation cards, I think, would be great to pair with your tarot readings, or even if you're doing astrology readings, you know, you can definitely pair these. So let me just go ahead and bring y'all in. So this is the deck. Okay, these are the sides. I love that it's written on the box, and I like that it's a pop-out box like that too, which is kind of cool to me. Anywho, that's the side of it. On the back, this is where it says the cherish every moment thing on it. The deck was $13, I believe. Yeah, really inexpensive. The cards are super small. I did notice that. So yeah, there's the box. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the back. Here's the inside. Now I did love this. I did see this, and I thought it was really neat. And I believe it's on the back as well. So I do love that little photo. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, here is the deck. Here is the first card. Okay, so this is 36 cards to embrace life. It comes with Memento Mori, which kind of explains what it's about. It says what happens after. Let me just give you a quick summary. It's basically telling you remember to live. Back to antiquity, probably most famously introduced in Plato's Phaedo, which recounts the last moments. Phaedo, which recounts the last moments of life as he ponders his imminent death. The principle of remembering death appears throughout history in all cultures, and that is very true. I'm Hispanic, and it's all over everything. Yeah. What happens after death is irrelevant, whether you believe in reincarnation, heaven, heaven and hell, or return to the soil to nourish the earth. Before that final moment, there is the now. There is only this life moment that you are living now, and life is merely the passage of time that ends with death. Acknowledging that fact is freeing. It removes fear of the unknown, allows you to embrace life in the here and now, and increases your confidence in what is uniquely you. That you are not a thing in the process of becoming in the future, but you fully everything now. So I think that's cool. It kind of tells you everything. The cards are life affirming messages to seize the day and live each moment to the fullest. So these can be really good affirmation cards to go with your readings. So let's get started. So here is the first card. This is the universe goes on. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. I just kind of feel like, you know, the world's going on without you. Don't waste your time dwelling on small things. You know, again, life is fragile and it's ever changing. So it might be good to just deal with the changes as they come and realize that life moves on. Really cool. Faith transcends. Beautiful. I won't delve into each one. I think a lot of them are kind of left up to you how you feel about it. The path is lit. I really, really love this card in particular. I don't know why. The path is lit. I mean, really, I think it's kind of take it at face value. The path is lighting the way, you know. It's lighting the path that you need to follow. Love endures. Count your blessings. I couldn't agree more. These are beautiful. Oh, this is such a beautiful picture. Trust your familiar. God, which one? I have 4. Make your move. Maybe time to get out of the logical zone and just get into that action zone, you know? Your body is time. Forgive. I like that a lot. Feed the future. Reflect on your true face. And this is good because, I mean, when you really think about it, it kind of works both ways. Because it could be like, reflect on who you are as a person, meaning you're a good person and you're doubting yourself, or if you're a good person and you're thinking the worst of yourself. But it can also be reflect on who you are truly as a person, meaning you're not perfect. You know, look at those flaws and maybe even take a second look at the way you feel about certain people, because they could be mirroring back those flaws that bother you about yourself. So reflect on your true face. It's a really neat card. Legacy lives on. Oh, let me lift that. Sorry about that. Legacy lives on. T first. Meaning relax. All good things are coming. However, take a second, nourish yourself, and then move on with your day. Future past. So you're looking into the mirror at your past self. The future is unwritten, right? So you're becoming whoever you're meant to be. Sorry, guys, I just heard a noise in my backyard. It kind of freaked me out. So you're still writing who you're becoming. So you're not fully formed here yet. I really, really like these cards. Make music. And I just found them on a whim on Amazon. They just popped up. Make music. I think that just really means, have fun. Whatever it is that makes you happy, do it. If it's a hobby, do it, because in that freeing experience, it might help you solve an issue. Or if you're having a problem, let's say with work, and you can't figure out, you're not inspired by anything, just doing something that makes you happy could be the solution. Might open you up mentally. Necromancy calls. Wow, the art is awesome. These are really, really cool cards. Choice feeds fate. So the choices you make will end up being the things that you face later on. That's your fate. It's the choices. Not always, but in a lot of ways that does make sense. Choose to be present. So get off that phone. I like that he's actually looking at a phone. Passion burns bright. I really, really, really like this. That's beautiful. The colors. Rewind and reset. Let it go. Look how free she looks in her little ballerina tutu. That is so cute. Maybe it's just the sky. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It almost looks like the American flag. Okay. We are grains of sand. Meaning we'll return to dust no matter what. So just enjoy the time you have here. And I think that's what's so amazing about these cards, is that they really do teach you to just become comfortable with what is, but also leave room for surprises, you know? But yeah, it's almost as if it's telling you, like, no matter what happens, we're going to return to dust anyway. So just learn to live your life and enjoy it. You only get one. Hold space. Support. I'm sorry, you guys, if you hear something in the background. I think it's a big truck. Support. Rebirth and renewal. I like that because it's like the death and the renewal, which is the butterflies mean renewal, rebirth. Because I mean, they go into cocoon state and then transform into a beautiful butterfly. So yeah, this is the perfect depiction right here. I mean, this is the death card right there. That's perfection. Embrace your shadow. I couldn't agree more. Because it is that darkness that is really who you are and who you don't want to show the world, but it's a part of us no matter what. So that's why I always agree that you should be doing more shadow work. I need to do a video on actual shadow work because I believe a lot of people have misconceptions about what shadow work really is. And I think the biggest misconception I've seen is that shadow work, it's over after, you know, a few months or something. No, shadow work is the rest of your life. You'll always be working with that dark side of yourself. It's about finding balance in between the two. So something we got to talk about in the future. You contain multitudes. You are multifaceted, is what does that say? You're multifaceted and one of a kind. For everything, a season. For everything, a season. That is beautiful and sad. It is very bittersweet. You know, for everything, yeah, it's like life and death. We're here for a while and then we turn into bones again. These cards are so bittersweet. They're beautiful, but almost a little sad. As you sow, reap. What you put in, you'll receive back. You see that harvest? It's got apples. Rise from the ashes. And I love it that instead of it's a phoenix, it's a crow. And as the crow rises, like the body and the feathers are coming back to her. That's amazing. It's like you're down for the count, but you're not out. Enter the unknown. I like that. It's kind of like the Fool card, you know? It's entering that place with not knowing what you're going into, but having full faith in it. That you're headed in the right direction. You hold the key. Yes, you do. I like that a lot. Carry hope. And I like that it's like a brighter day, you know, above, like it's turning into a brighter day ahead. These colors are beautiful in this card in particular. Ponder karma. Yes, you should always ponder the cause and effect of things, and especially in your actions. I've learned a lot more lately as I've gotten older about, you know, the way that I handle things and the quickness in which I tend to handle things. And it's changed a lot for me, but I'm also understanding that when you're younger, you know, obviously things are going to be a bit different. And so I love this ponder karma because I think the one thing that I've learned lesson wise is put yourself in another person's shoes. How would you feel in that instance? And it's taught me a lot. So ponder that. Ponder what is the after effect of it? You know, what would be your karma after? You know, something to think about. Something to ponder. Return and rise from the dead. I love this. This is beautiful. Accept what is, you know, accept what you can't change. Accept that there are things in life that we have no control over. This is the final card. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I'm sorry if the cards were a little off. I was trying to bring you guys in as best as I can. I'm still learning how to work with my phone. Oh, and these are the backs. Let me show you all these real quick. Great backs of the cards. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't typically work a lot with smaller decks, and yeah, these are not easy to, they're not easy to shuffle. See, like they've been, yeah, way too easy. Now this direction, if you do them lengthwise, a little bit easier, but I think overall you're gonna have better luck. Yeah, just kind of doing it this way. You know, if this is what you're used to, it's gonna be a lot easier. Also, I'll be completely honest, I prefer bigger decks but obviously most people have, well, a lot more people have smaller hands, so this might be easy for someone with smaller hands. I think this is a pretty honestly straightforward deck. I don't think you can go wrong with this. I think this might be actually a good introduction to tarot, because it might teach you how to work with what you're looking at and being intuitive as opposed to just reading it from a book, you know, and learning it that way. So this could be a good introduction to tarot. It's a lot like Lenormand. Lenormand's also a lot easier as well. So yeah, I mean, if you have that. Now, as far as the actual, oh God, these are dumb. Now, as far as the actual cardstock, I don't love it. Yeah, you could totally bend these and ruin them easily, but choose to be present. Yeah, you could totally easily bend these. So I don't love the cardstock. They do have the gilded edges. Yeah, it's 36 cards that are just teaching you to embrace life, and passion burns bright. Couldn't agree more. All right. So you all have a great day. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, let me know. If you guys are planning on buying this deck, tell me what it is that you liked about it in this video particularly. Also, in the future, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to learn about these decks, if there's things I'm not touching on, if there's possibly things that you'd like to know more about. I'd totally be willing to get a little bit more descriptive and whatnot. But yeah, this is the deck. It's the Memento Mori 36 cards, and I will go ahead and link it down in the description. So check it out. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.